This Saturday of college football rolls on with a mid-afternoon feast. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the Maryland Terrapins. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Oklahoma State's head coach told me before the game he is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Terrapins ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Straight ahead, it's Hawkins. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's got to make a statement today.
Going deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Fresh center downs going to the air. It's caught in the end zone. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Off play action on first down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
To throw, it's Washington. Escapes the pressure to his right. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
Man, one of the reasons this guy's dangerous is because if things get off schedule, he can still hurt you. There was no panic, right? He's not just going to take off and go running. He kept his focus downfield, spotted an open guy, and, man, delivered a strike.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Follows his blocks. It's Howard. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an exploder.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Taken down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. At the 45 on his way. Wide open on the right. He's at the touchdown, Oklahoma State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Back to pass on second down. Out wide right, it's Howard. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's second and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it. But he comes right back. He stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a first down, but now you're set up third and short. And this all of a sudden looking pretty good for the offense.
He fires to the left side. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
He now has 84 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. From the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Wants to go up top on second down. Holds on, it's Evans. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Cowboys! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And he's coming out of the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Under pressure. And down he goes.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Defense in press coverage. Run in the red zone, it's Hawkins. Stopped in his tracks, he got nothing, it'll be 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Second down, gonna throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. And it's a sack.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Out wide left, it's Evans. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. The Cowboys looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Got to make the play on 4th. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. From the gun, it's Daniels. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Dropping back, it's Washington. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Second down to the air. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's 4th down. The Terrapins decide to punt it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. Motion from the wideout. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires complete on the crosser. It's a seam wide open. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Cowboys have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. He's looking to throw. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The ride. Got the 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That's enough for a Terrapin. And the Terrapins, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Back to pass, it's Washington. Rush is on. Finds us back in the middle. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Rashada Downs going up top. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Terrapins headed quickly to the line. Changing the routes with his receivers. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Got him on the sideline. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense being ready for everything, even though they're inside the 3-yard line.
Trying to find the end zone. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Maryland!
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
Deep in the end zone, it's Hampton. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Drops back on 1st down. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Keeping his eyes downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Polk. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half.
And this offense just keeps putting it together, man. Like, they have not been stopped very often. Another play in the passing game. This defense, they've got to find something, and they've got to find it fast. Like, halftime is a little ways away. They got to make some adjustments right now. And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Maryland uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds a man in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st. Dumps it to the back. Right side, it's Hawkins. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got a man, it's Hawkins. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the 1st half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the book. 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Bowling Green, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short.
And it's Bowling Green, engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Let's check in now on some of the other action today as the landscape in this sport.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gives it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
The Terrapins with the 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Daniels. Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. And the Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Washington. This time on target. Open space at the 25. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that. From deep, it's Hampton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The run inside, it's Hawkins. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Between the hashes, it's Young. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. They'll send the back in motion. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. Turning it on. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let them throw the ball short, come up, get them on the ground, forcing a fourth down. Decision time for this offense.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. The throw, it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Second and long here. To the air, it's Washington. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Trying to squeak through the pile. There he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Maryland! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits those uprights right in half.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished the deal with a 60-yard run to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick give. It's Hawkins. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Turns it upfield. And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached a break. Oklahoma State is on top. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Still on his feet at the 45. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. Tough run here. It's Hawkins. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over.
Caught! And he will score! Touchdown, Cowboys!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Number 16, set to kick this one.
Bringing it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to... And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll take the penalty and move them back. 1st and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Got his man on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. He wants to throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Bringing it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Great place to start for this offense. To the air, it's Washington. Makes the grab, it's Daniels. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Tight end now in motion. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Breaks into the open. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Just going to keep it after the snap.
How about that? 4th down, I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop you.
Quarterback gets the first down. Touchdown, Cowboys! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hits inside. It's Daniels. Runs through a tackle. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And I know that wasn't a big gain, but this offense needed that, man. That back-to-back picks on back-to-back possessions, they got to get something going, get some good mojo, get everybody believing again, and settle their quarterback down.
They'll run him again. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, to understand, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.